Jimmy G, 8-1 as a starter with his only loss to the Vikings. And Mahomes is 3-0. Max, which quarterback would you want for the next 5 years?
Another trick question. This is not Patrick Mahomes by so far, and I like Jimmy G a lot. The question is not Patrick Mahomes or Jimmy G. The question is Patrick Mahomes versus the field. I will tell you one guy I'd rather have over the next 5 years than Patrick Mahomes. Aaron Rodgers. Otherwise, given what I know right now.
Not even Carson Wentz?
The two other candidates that are in the running for me are Carson Wentz and Andrew Luck. Otherwise, give me Mahomes. I'm not even thinking about it. This guy or Mahomes? Mahomes. Really, the question should be Mahomes or the field.
Here's my thing. I agree with you. I would pick Mahomes over Jimmy Garoppolo, but for entirely different reasons. I think the jury is still out as to whether or not Jimmy Garoppolo is really that dude or whether he was a product of Bill Belichick's system. That's what I think the question is. Tutelage of Tom Brady. Yes, you have talent. You fit in nicely to this system. We've got assistant coaches sitting there questioning the greatness of Tom Brady because, oh, my God, you know what, playing in this system, please, we could get anybody that could do what Tom Brady did. This is how they feel. Well, we're about to find out what Jimmy G is made of. When it comes to Patrick Mahomes, what I can't ignore, aside from what we've seen in the first two games, is that before the games were even played, Ted Cruz, their PR guy, who I know very well. Travis Kelce, my man, he's been on this show. I've been with him on several occasions. Kareem Hunt, who I interviewed. This is last year, off season. Yeah. Kareem Hunt and these boys were raving about Patrick Mahomes. It took because they didn't want to come across as remotely disrespectful to Alex Smith, who they liked and respect. But they could not stop raving about this kid.
Hold that thought, because he made a bold statement. He's saying Patrick Mahomes over anybody except Aaron Rodgers. Well, do you forget Jimmy Garoppolo, like even a Carson Wentz?
Well, Carson Wentz and Andrew Luck are his competition.
Well, again, I'm not. When you're a young talent being raved about by your teammates the way he has been, and I emphasize this again, before he ever played. He played last year, though.
They said he was showing out in practice.
But they were like, they were like, Stephen A., this brother is something special, blah, 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 blah. I'm saying to you, when you've got teammates raving about you like that and you're that young with that arm talent, I can't ignore that. There's one other factor. I can't ignore that, but I have to look. The moxie is the other factor for me because I'm looking at your teammates and I'm saying they're vouching for you before you even showed anything.
And everyone in the NFL who was around him was buzzing about it.
It's real easy to say something about it once it's done. But they were telling me
they were buzzing
he's
about
going to do this.
Look, you also have to consider Andy Reid. You know, what's the track record that the head coach has with quarterbacks? So Jimmy G, I hear what you're saying is the creation of Belichick. I would actually say that it's kind of like a kid who goes off to a really good school, right? At a certain point, that actually benefits the kid in a way where you take him out of that school and he gets the benefits. Jimmy G held the clipboard for Tom Brady for 3 years under Belichick's tutelage. So even if he's no longer with those guys, you have to think that made him a better quarterback permanently in certain ways if he's got it, and he seems to have it. Patrick Mahomes got the most talent you could have, and he's got a quarterback whisperer as his head coach.
I still want to see more, but I will say this, and it was against Minnesota. I'm not going numbers here. I'm not going struggles here. I saw Jimmy G's arm strength, and I had questions about it against Minnesota. You know, and that makes me think system quarterback. Yep. It makes me think getting the ball out of your hands.
Mahomes definitely has a better arm.
But I know that. But what I'm saying is, I'm just looking at you, and I'm saying if they figure out a way to figure you out, it might be a problem.
Who are you taking over Mahomes other than Aaron Rodgers next 5 years?
I don't know. It's a discussion. Carson
Me neither.
But I'm not as definitive about him as you are. I need to see more. Because of the Steelers and the Chargers. If he did that against Minnesota and Jacksonville to open the season, I'd be like,
are you guys both picking Kansas City to win
Once again, whoop, whoop. Officer Smith is asking you to pull over your bandwagon. Fun, please.
You're taking Kansas City to win this one, right?
Yes.